Vance Russell to an open Cade McIntyre, and he gone.
My name is Vance.
My name's James.
And we are the Inside the Pocket podcast. My name is Vance.
My name's James.
And I'm also James.
And we are the Inside the Pocket podcast.
So today we're going to be talking about the NFL draft.
Get some nice results out, and we have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about.
Some insane slides in this draft for sure. I think this was one of the most unpredictable ones over the last couple of years. So
100%. Dude, this draft was crazy.
Yeah, literally beside the first two picks, it was all up for grabs. And there was one quarterback that everyone was shocked about who got taken like in the 5th round and got passed on by literally everyone.
Yep.
Everyone.
It's insane, man. But yeah, we'll kind of give it a go. You're a Saints fan, James?
I am a Saints fan. Unfortunately, at the moment, Mickey Loomis is my op now, I guess. I don't really know what we were doing. Okay, I understand taking an offensive tackle in the first round. You know, Ryan Ramczyk, he didn't play last season. He had to medically retire. And then obviously we had the whole Trevor Penning situation where they reached on him like crazy, like almost 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
So they take, Kelvin Banks in the first round. That's fine. We need an offensive tackle. You can move, Fuaga to right tackle or, wherever works best for him. Mm-hmm. My thing is, bro, we need a quarterback, especially with the whole Derek Carr situation right now, where his shoulder injury from 2023 is starting to act up again. And now he's like, oh, I don't even know if he's going to be playing, for this upcoming season. And then you look at, the quarterbacks that we have behind Carr right now. Spencer Rattler. Okay, I don't think Spencer Rattler is that bad. He was dealt a terrible hand last season. He had, his wide receiver 1 was like Bub Means, bro.
Yeah.
And for your average NFL fan, they're going to be saying who? Exactly. That's all I'm going to say.
Who?
Our leading receiver for the entire season was Juwan Johnson. He had around 500-ish receiving yards last year. He's kind of a mid-tight end. And then for some reason, they decided to re-sign him to a contract extension with annual average value of $10 million, which is crazy overpay for him, in my opinion.
Super overpay.
Absolutely.
But that's besides the fact. So Spencer Rattler dealt a terrible hand. I don't think he played that terribly. I remember his debut game against Tampa Bay. I was so hype in that second quarter. They scored 27 points. Didn't score any points after that. But
Did they lose 51?
They lost. The defense got gashed. They gave up almost 600 yards of offense in that game, which was ridiculous.
Dude, I started Sean Tucker in a fantasy game, and that was his first career
I know.
game or something
he went
like that.
Absolutely insane in that game. But that's the point.
Unbelievable.
After that, they have Jake Haener.
Yep.
Yeah, he had one. He had one start against the Washington Commanders a little bit later on during the year because we're like, let's just see if we can spice it up a little bit. Take Rattler out of the starting spot for a bit. Was so trash. He literally got benched into the second quarter, I believe. Rattler comes in, he rallies them all the way back. He scores a last-second touchdown at the end of the game, and then they missed that 2-point conversion. Yep. And hey, I think that the game to me showed a lot about Rattler. Because, being able to compete with a team like that, coming back from, down, 3 scores.
Yeah.
Against a team that, ended up losing
the last game of the year, they almost,
against Tampa Bay. They almost managed
when they were
Tampa
playing
Bay
for a playoff spot. So
exactly.
They were
Spencer Rattler, I don't think he's that bad. I'm fine with him as a backup, But Jake Haener, get that bum off my team, bro.
Get him off.
Even Derek Carr. Derek Carr makes me so mad. I just look at him and I just get mad, dude. Especially with his attitude, in my opinion. Yeah. It's I don't know. I don't know. And then just the way that he talks.
Well, you guys...
but you guys did sell for a quarterback in the draft, so...
They did.
I think this is a great selection.
They drafted a soon-to-be 26-year-old rookie quarterback, Tyler Shook out of Louisville, and I was so stunned. I was like, bro, they're going to take Shedeur Sanders right now, dude. And then I literally fell out of my bed, bro. I literally rolled over and I just fell on the floor. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
We saw man go on his knees and walk.
It's like,
oh man.
I understand Shedeur had character concerns. That's the only logical reason why he would have fallen so far in the draft. But it's like, when has taking an older quarterback ever worked out for anyone?
I don't
the
know.
oldest quarterback, I think that's probably worked out is 24. Probably
25 maybe.
Yeah. And it's
Dude, Tyler is older than Trevor Lawrence, and he's going into his 5th year.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I have no hope for my team.
I mean, just looking at it, it's crazy. And I think the reason that Shador did slide so far, I read about it. And I know guys who've gone through the draft, and they'll give you your playbook, right? And they'll put like hidden shit on pages, and they'll expect you to find it.
Oh, and he didn't like study for that.
He didn't study.
That's what the Giants saw, and that's what they did not like that at all.
Yeah, so
I
he
remember seeing
slid so far. I mean, it doesn't help that you have all this hype building around you.
Yeah.
And you're Deion Sanders' kid, and then you're so cocky that you build yourself your own draft room. It's insane.
Dude.
He was there.
Sliding.
Yeah, he was there like the green room, right, for the first round.
No,
Yeah.
He was at home. They had like
Okay.
a custom like everything.
Because I saw all that stuff and I was like,
It's insane. And he didn't even get picked until what, day 3?
fifth
Yeah,
round.
fifth round.
Yeah.
And the thing that doesn't make sense too is that the Browns draft Dylan Gabriel
That's what
like
I mean.
2 rounds before.
Like,
that.
are they just trying to like?
why
shoot
are
something?
you taking both quarterbacks? You have the most like Cleveland Browns quarterback room ever. You have Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett now,
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Hey,
Dylan Gabriel,
Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett.
Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett,
did
and
that.
now they have Shador. So they have a lot of changes. They got to get rid of at least 2. So
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun's not playing this year.
Deshaun
There's no way.
Deshaun is
They're
gonna
releasing him.
get the fuck off the team.
His career should be done. I hope no other team honestly signs this man, bro.
No, the massage specialist himself.
Hey, I mean, we just saw it with Justin.
Hey,
Tucker,
he's
bro.
gonna have more
Yeah,
time
right.
to get those massages.
Hey, the Ravens did replace Justin Tucker though in the draft. They
They
drafted
did.
what?
Dude, yeah, I saw like his clips. He can kick like 70 yards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
75. He was
I mean,
hitting 75s and
Ravens know what they're doing there. I feel like, but how do you guys feel about Justin Tucker just getting released like that though? Just getting like dropped.
To be honest,
I mean,
He
it's
did not have a good year at all.
Yeah,
last
but
year.
he-
so
he's definitely still
he's
serviceable.
still, like the best kicker in NFL history. But like,
I don't know. Adam Vinatieri's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, with all the baggage surrounding him, though, do you think another team should attempt to pick him up? Because I mean,
I think
you look
the
at a
Browns
lot
should
of. That's not okay. Okay, bro. I mean, it's like you just look around at a lot of the other kickers in the league. Justin Tucker could easily start for at least like half the teams in the league, maybe even
Yeah.
more, easily. In my opinion.
dude,
I think so.
who
He's
needs a
good.
kicker?
Not the Bears. We're good. We got Kyra Santos.
We got Jason Sanders, bro.
Yeah, our teams are chilling. But
Blake Groupie, bro.
Blake Groupie,
My 5 foot kicker, bro.
is he 5 foot?
No, he's not 5 foot. He is really short though.
Damn. That's
He was like a rookie this year.
He was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
He's been pretty all right, but I don't know. I think Justin Tucker. But that's the thing. It's like, I mean, then all the allegations, bro, and it's like, I don't know.
He'd be a perfect fit for the Browns, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
That would
Be
be
great.
perfect.
Yeah.
That would
They
be
already have.
perfect.
I mean, their PR team would already be prepared.
Yeah. Right. let's take a step into the draft here. So, how do you guys feel about Cam Ward going 1? I think this was kind of expected.
Yeah.
That was the easy #1 pick.
Easy number 1. It's gonna be a good fit. He's a good kid. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
lead the team to, a little bit more victories than they had last. They had like 3 or so last year.
With Will Levis.
They'll probably.
Yeah.
One of them was against the Dolphins. I was pissed about that because we played Tyler Huntley that game.
Dude,
Hey.
that game was so stupid, bro.
Guess who didn't lose to the Titans?
Shut the fuck.
The Bears. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, that game was low-key fraudulent, bro. That week
Nah.
1 game, bro. Oh my
No,
god.
no. That was a good game.
That was the start of Will
Levis,
Levis'
yeah.
masterclass journey.
Bruh.
Dude.
Caleb had like what 80 yards passing that game, bro.
No, he had like 160.
That's cap,
Bro, I
No,
He had less
way.
than 100. He had a 1 2-point conversion throw, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't throw any
Hey,
touchdowns.
I remember seeing him on the side. He was like all hype and shit.
And it's like, no, actually, I'm
About
gonna
90
pull-
yards.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
the
pull up his
Drake
stats.
meme. Like he's a part of the team. Like there, he led something. But
Yeah. I mean, I think Caleb really did take a step in the second half of the season.
yeah,
And they
No,
just
he
surrounded
did.
him,
But-
so
yeah, he just had he had a shitty offensive line.
I cannot believe we
That
didn't trade
Packers
up
game
for
was
Ashton
fun.
Genty, bro. Fuck.
I mean, what the Bears
And then
running game
Colston
situation
Loveland.
wasn't that bad.
That was an interesting.
Dude,
pick.
that was. I mean, I can see it though.
I know.
Here,
But
I
like, tight end in
don't
the first
understand
round,
the
though?
2 tight end system.
Tight
Like
end-
I think there's just more needs than a
For the
2
Bears,
tight end
yeah.
system.
How do you feel about that, Vance?
So me personally, I think because we stacked the interior of our O-line, our tackles are good. Braxton
Yeah.
Jones and Darnell Wright are solid. Like they could be starters on most teams. I know Darnell Wright for sure could. Braxton Jones is kind of like that iffy piece. I think that's why we went offensive tackle in the second round. But I feel like Colston Loveland was the right pick for us. Like looking at it, he had the worst quarterback play out of any tight end in that draft last season. Like, dude, his quarterback at Michigan was horrible. When he was with JJ McCarthy, dude, he lit that shit up. Like, he was good, especially over the middle. And I think he's one of the most like talented receiving tight ends in this draft. I think that LSU kid was also really good. I forgot what his name is. He was a dog. He got drafted second round, I think. He's really good, but he's like Jason Taylor's nephew or something like that. He's really good, but I think Colson Loveland was the right pick for us. I think because we have Ben Johnson now, he likes to run 12 personnel, so 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. I think it's going to be really good. I think him and Cole Kmet are a really dangerous duo because, dude, Cole Kmet's good. People don't realize that's a top.
Yeah, that's like the reason why I didn't understand it
Yeah.
because like Kmet is already like one of the better tight ends.
And they already re-signed him. Yeah,
They did,
too,
yeah.
So it's like,
He's coming up for an extension, though, I think, next year. But I think if he plays good, because Cole Kmet's a great blocking tight end, like, super good. Colson Loveland's not the best blocking tight end, but he's basically a fourth receiver on the field. If you think about it, I mean, the dude ran a 4.5.
That's pretty good for a tight end.
For a tight end being that size, like, dude, he's a big dude.
Really good.
yeah, and the Bears got, Luther Burden too.
Oh, dude, I was so happy when that happened. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna go O tackle. We're gonna go O tackle," and I'm like, "Dude, Luther Burden's on the board. That's a second
gotta
DJ
take him.
Moore. You have
Yeah.
to take him." I mean, dude, this guy was one of the most highly scouted high school players ever. He's a dog, dude. And once he gets that ball in his hands, it's over. He
I
can
think
make stuff
I
happen.
think the Bears should be pretty solid this season, especially with that new Dennis Allen defense.
Yeah.
I mean, Dennis Allen is a really good DC. Terrible head
good.
coach,
Yeah.
but really, really good DC. So I'm really
How Eberflus was.
excited to see how Chicago does this season, honestly. Because I kind of feel bad for Bears fans, bro. Because it's like, what have they had to cheer for? Like, genuinely.
Like,
Nothing since
It's
Like the
2018.
game
Even-
that cemented their legacy last year was the Thanksgiving game. With
Exactly,
like 30
dude.
seconds
I don't
left.
want to hear it.
Got
That was
stacked.
So bad.
Don't take a timeout. And
That's
then
even-
I just don't
It's
get
Eberflus.
that. I genuinely don't understand that. Like, the last time the Bears made, well, 2020 was like Loki fake.
yeah, that was like Mickey Mouse playoff. berth.
But like 2018,
That we
man,
were solid.
Bears were so hyped that year. I love the
And
Bears.
then
that
Dude,
year.
we
the
were so
double
good.
doink.
I
I still remember where I was when I saw that happen.
I was at a Barnes and Noble
Dude,
when
I-
the double doink happened. I was watching on my phone.
Dude,
I was waiting for
I
the
was-
Bears to just making it.
I was at home on my couch. And I'm like, he made it. And then I fell onto the floor and I started like rolling around. I was like, there's no way we just sold, bro.
Oh, the thing is
So
with
bad.
Cody Parkey, he was the Dolphins kicker the year before
I
we
know.
got rid of
No,
him.
dude.
It's so bad. And then we got Cairo Santos, so we're chilling. We're good now. We got Cairo. So, yeah, I mean, I think Colson Loveland was the right pick. And I think now having Dennis Allen as our DC and Ben Johnson as our OC, I mean, he's technically not the offensive coordinator, but he's going to be calling the
He's
plays.
basically going to be. He's running the entire offense.
And I mean, they got like a 27-year-old offensive coordinator, but that dude's just going to be sitting up in the box. He's not going to be calling plays. So, yeah, I mean, they're just training that guy to eventually take over that OC role. But Ben Johnson's offense is solid. We saw it in Detroit last year. Detroit's offense was the most explosive in the NFL, in my opinion.
It's gonna be the Ben Johnson show. We'll just see. It just has to correlate on the field. We haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
Are they gonna carry over? Is it just gonna be the same old Bears?
And
That's the thing.
I think
know.
I think Caleb Williams has a way higher ceiling than Jared Goff has, like way higher. And I think Ben Johnson's gonna take advantage.
Well,
of
Jared
that.
Goff is in season 10 now.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh my gosh,
2016, bro.
That's
Kind of.
crazy.
Jared Goss had an interesting career, but he's very, very up very high highs and then the low.
I think that was a win-win for the Rams, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was.
And I think it was a win for the Lions as well. You think about it. I mean, they got rid of Stafford. They got a shit ton of draft.
And they're actually
And they're
they're
good.
fucking one of the best teams in the
Yeah,
league.
if they
now.
can actually stay healthy
Yeah.
this year, not
And
have
they-
like
and then-
a complete
but
IR
their
defense.
Their team did get a little bit worse. You know, they had to
They
lose
did.
a lot of players. But I still think they're
They'll be competitive for
I
sure.
still think they're making
NFC North is going to be
It's a strong.
interesting division. Hopefully, they all don't get bounced first round again. Oh well, it'll be like one and done. I mean,
Yeah.
for this year. But interesting division to watch because easily they could all make. The
I thought that was gonna be the AFC East last year because
AFC East.
the Dolphins were coming off such a promising year. Then the Bills, obviously, and then obviously the Jets got high.
Dude.
I knew the Jets were gonna be shit again,
I don't even.
but like, dude, I thought we were gonna actually win the division this year, and then Tua got brain rot dead.
How do you
2
feel about
months again?
Tua as your quarterback for the years to come? Because obviously he's going to be around for a while.
Yeah, obviously we just signed him, but dude, honestly, like this, I think this is a make it break a year because I don't think if we don't make the playoffs or if we don't beat the Bills once, And if we don't win a playoff game this year, I think we're going to go into another rebuild because we're just not going anywhere. We're just going to be taking steps back and back and back. And plus, we're going to trade Ramsey probably. Tyreek is probably going to want to go.
Yeah, Tyreek's like pushing like mid-30s now, right?
Yeah.
The issue is, dude, you guys are going to be in cap hell.
Yeah. So
Like, it's bad, bro.
like,
you guys are going to be fucked.
I know. So it's literally make it or break it this year.
Yeah.
Like, we need to do something.
I think if Tua doesn't play good this year, they're going to move on.
No, that's why I was saying this. Like, he needs to
retire, bro. Having
needs
brain
to-
injuries?
He needs to, like, get it. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's...
But it is true. But,
I played football. I've had concussions,
Dude,
bro. That shit does not go away.
the thing is that, like, after he had that concussion against the Bills, I saw him, like, almost every single game, like, dive headfirst for a first down.
Dude, he was throwing up gang signs. He got hit so hard.
I just feel bad for Tua, man.
It was bad.
Even
I think
then.
medical retirement's probably in the play for him.
Yeah, I won't.
He's made
see.
so much.
We did pick up Quinn Ewers in the draft in the 7th
Oh
round.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn.
QB1, bro.
Yeah, QB.
Zach Wilson too.
I don't know, dude. This is like, how do you actually feel about Mike McDaniel as head coach? Because I hear like,
Yeah,
so many
this is
conflicting
that
things
like
about
this like with Tua. This is make it break a year because like bro actually needs to take his job seriously.
Yeah.
Now like I don't want to be.
He
I
seems too
like
chill.
his.
He seems way too chill.
Yeah, he's chill. Like I get that attitude. Like get along with your players, but also you're the coach of these things. You're supposed to be bullying these players into the ground.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to be the guiding way for this team to be successful. And I think he's just being a little bit too light on him. Like he's just smoking his vape on the sideline.
That was
Especially,
crazy,
dude.
by the way.
He's smoking his vape on the sideline. He's just making jokes with the refs the whole game, like and all that.
I just don't see how he can be like a really, really tough coach, especially like after seeing them on
You
the
can't
Hard
take
Knocks
him
and everything. You know,
It's just the way you look at him, you can't.
He
take
just
him
does- yeah.
seriously. Bro says his pulled up like joggers and his off whites, bro.
Yeah, dude, he's wearing like capris on the sideline. It's crazy.
Dude, I know.
Let's talk a little bit more about the draft. Let's go through the picks here because there was some crazy stuff that happened. Obviously, we have the Browns trading out of the second pick. To the Jags.
That was
surprising. too.
unbelievable job by the Jags. Horrible job by the Browns.
Yeah.
Passing up on
Travis.
generational talent.
I mean,
Travis.
Mason Graham is going to be a good player.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna be solid, but I think there were way more needs than D tackle for that team because
Oh, definitely.
like
Yeah.
dude, you have Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett just said he's gonna stay.
Yeah,
Why
it
not-
just got signed. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Why not try like if I was the Browns at 2 and I'm not taking Travis Hunter, I'm dropping down even further because I know Jackson Dart is gonna be there. And I mean that can be a good quarterback for your team. But I think going 2 quarterbacks in the 5th round is kind of odd.
Yeah, it's.
I think Jags.
What
make
are
the
they
play-
Who does that, bro?
I don't know.
Do they want the QB massacre of 2025 or something?
Dude,
because they have to
don't
get
get
rid of 2 of them by the end of the year.
Because who's going to be starting for this team? Like you know, week
Yeah,
one?
I
What,
honestly
Flacco?
think week 1
Probably.
it's gonna be Flacco.
I
Yeah.
think it'll switch mid-season, but
I think by week 4, whoever wins the Shador Dylan Gabriel battle, I think it'll be one of them.
Because it's not going to be Kenny Pickett, bro.
Do you see that Dylan Gabriel called a shot?
Dude, yeah, he
saw that
literally
video?
called like
He
he was
said
like
Browns are
out
95.
and he was like, "Oh, Browns 94 or whatever it was." Like he
He's like, the Browns
perfectly
are gonna draft
guessed his draft pick.
Yeah.
And it was it
Crazy.
was
On the
real
dot. They-
too.
Do you know what it probably was? They probably told him, "Oh, we're gonna pick you here at 95 if you're there." That's probably what teams will do. That they'll call
Yeah.
guys and they'll be like, "Hey, if you're sitting here, we're gonna take you,
Yeah.
unless you get picked earlier."
And
I mean,
Dylan Gabriel went way higher than I thought.
yeah,
He
he
was
did.
yeah.
3rd round.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was watching that live and I heard Dylan Gabriel was like, "Bro, what the fuck is going
I
on,
know.
bro?"
it was just crazy.
Unbelievable.
But New York Giants take Abdul Carter. I think we also kind of
yeah.
that makes
And then they
Giants
also
didn't need
took
that D-line.
Jackson Dart, traded up.
I
That's-
know. Dude,
that was
wanted
a great
Jackson.
that was a great trade, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because the Giants they need a quarterback.
But here's my
Obviously,
thing. You draft Dart. You have Wilson and Winston
Mhm.
on that roster too. I was fine with either just like having one of Wilson or Winston, but like, what's the point of having like
I think Winston's gonna
all 3?
get off the team by
I
when they
honestly
have their
don't-
53 roster.
I don't think so. I think if Jackson Dart wins in camp, I think Russell Wilson's going to get traded before the deadline in
Because
week 8.
you'd rather have Winston as your backup,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I
Because
actually have
it's like just having you don't want like your
Because
backup to get
because Winston's used to being like a backup. Like Wilson still thinks he's like
A starter.
a starter.
starter,
Like
yeah.
he's the shit.
He had issues when he was in Pittsburgh and wasn't starting. He was injured, but I heard that there were character issues with him wanting to be the starter.
Yeah, I think that's why he got in so quickly. They were like Steelers were like 4-2 with Fields. Like they were doing.
They were doing pretty solid. I mean,
like even
Wilson had a hot start, and then he just
he fell off.
Yeah, but Patriots pick Will Campbell at number 4.
Great pick.
Great.
Amazing pick. I'm sure most people probably saw his post draft interview.
Oh, it was
dude,
so good. So good.
He kind of sounded like Forrest Gump. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny.
That's like future Hall of Famer shit right there.
It's like I'm gonna die for this quarterback.
Easily the best player for LSU the last couple of seasons.
100%.
So he's gonna do great things in New England.
Yes, sir.
Easily.
Mason Graham goes at number 5. I mean, we kind of
we already talked about that. Ashton Genty 6, great pick for the Raiders.
Raiders needed that. Needed the Raiders because Raiders had one of the worst rushing attacks.
I know they had
of all time.
Zamir White last year.
And
they were averaging like 3. Yeah,
dude, I remember
3
like
yards a
they were
carry.
taking like Zamir White like high in fantasy drafts. I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
That's what I mean. Like people were reaching. Like I'm glad the Raiders didn't reach on the quarterback, at 6 honestly because. I mean, Gino's going to be around for a little bit. Raiders should be more competitive this year.
Yeah,
for sure. But they're still a couple of years away.
It's not going to matter. The Chiefs are going to win.
Chiefs are going to win. Chiefs are going to win the division regardless. But yeah, no, Raiders, I think I'm probably going to be looking more at quarterback for next year's draft.
Yeah.
You just got to build up the rest of the team.
Yeah. Armand Membu goes at 7. I honestly didn't think that they were going to go offensive tackle. But it kind of makes sense for the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, you got Fields. They're surrounding him as the franchise quarterback for now.
Yeah, but you're better than the Bears ever did. Fuck.
Yeah, but I kind of like the pick. Just surround him with help.
Just see what he does.
Yeah,
see if
just
he
let
can
him
become a real passer.
I mean, their defense is solid.
Not gonna matter.
Defense is good, so
yeah,
it's not gonna matter. Jalen Ramsey's still on our team. He'll pick him off.
No. All right. Ted McMillan goes at number 8.
I was not surprised.
I as a Saints fan, I really did want McMillan. Honestly, I just didn't think he was gonna go like top 10.
His brother's
high
good too, on the Bucks.
Yeah.
His brother's really good. So I think that's just like
He'll be very solid.
Receivers.
Very solid.
And then you guys at number 9, Kelvin Banks. I like Kelvin Banks personally.
Yeah. They needed the offensive tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it was I feel like you guys made a BPA pick, like best.
Yeah.
Because I think if
Saints need help like almost in like every position, but I mean, they are new head coach Kellen Moore coming in, former Eagles OC. How you win these games, you win in the trenches.
Yep.
Work your way up from there first, and you figure out everything else.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that pick.
Number 10 Bears, Colson Loveland. We kind of touched on him a little bit. I think it's a solid pick. I think that we're gonna look back on this draft in like 2 or 3 years and we're gonna be like, okay, that was solid. Like he's a good starter. I don't know if he's gonna be like
elite.
Yeah, elite. But I think he's a blue chip. Like he's gonna be good.
I feel like that's with most tight ends. Honestly, they get drafted really high. Yeah. It's like a lot of them don't really turn out like the way that you would expect them to. I don't know if you guys remember. Like Noah Fant, I remember. Yeah. From a couple years back.
He
was good though. Like
he was good for a few years. He's just on the average level.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like most tight ends that get drafted first round that tend even like Dawson. Not Dawson Knox. Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, Dalton Kincaid. David Njoku.
David Njoku is solid.
He's solid.
He's solid.
I don't think he's like.
He's not elite, but he's like I'd say he's a tier above.
Yeah, he had a lot of hype around him. I remember when he was coming out, everybody was like, dude, he's going to be a dog. And
I have a Mike Gesicki Dolphins jersey.
A Mike Gesicki?
Oh, no.
Okay, I mean, after he had that catch against the Patriots 2019, week 17, dude.
Oh, my God.
Obviously.
I thought we were going to re-sign him. He was going to be our franchise tight end.
I thought he was
going to be so good for us for like those years. And then I guess he wanted a bag, so he went to the Patriots and the Bengals then.
Yeah,
he was pretty okay for the Bengals.
Yeah,
I thought he was solid.
Yeah,
Mike gets sexy.
That's
my nickname for him. Mike gets sexy.
All right, number 11, Michael Williams.
Oh my God, I did not like that pick.
Personally, if I'm the 49ers here, I'm trading down at 11.
Yeah,
like you have other needs. Why not stack on picks in like the second round and like late first and try to get more players?
I thought that was a reach.
I thought it was a reach too, for sure. I don't think Michael Williams was the pick there. I mean,
He's gonna need a few years. He was a very, very raw prospect.
yeah.
He doesn't really have like that second move,
Mhm.
in my opinion, just yet. So he'll need a little bit more time to really develop there.
I agree.
Yeah. Number 12, Tyler Booker, guard from Alabama. Honestly, this would have been a better pick for the Niners, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Niners need O-line
Yeah.
help.
Purdy was running for his life
Last
year.
season. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But I think this is solid for Dallas.
Most
I don't
Dallas
know why
players.
they're sticking with Dak, but you know.
I mean, Tyler is a good first pick for any.
love that boy, Dak
Yeah.
Prescott. He's gonna lead us to great things.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
I mean,
Mr. Jerry Jones.
how long of a leash does Dak have in Dallas right now? Just however long at this point, because it doesn't seem like they want to get rid of him.
I honestly
That's my
thought they were
quarterback
gonna.
right there. He can throw the ball.
I thought
Give
that
him
he
nice,
was gonna
young
get traded to
wide
the
receiver.
Steelers. I honestly thought
Interesting.
Dak was gonna.
I
keep
never
going.
thought about that.
I don't even know what the Steelers are doing at this point. They're just waiting on
A-Rod.
Rodgers.
Yeah,
they're
wait,
banking on A-Rod.
so who is the Steelers quarterback?
Mason Rudolph.
And they
Yeah.
also drafted Will Howard.
Yeah, they did get.
Oh,
Will
they-
Howard.
But that was
That's
like
right.
what, 6th, 7th round
Will
pick?
Howard is shit. He's not gonna play good. And he's also gonna be hated in Pittsburgh because he's an Ohio State guy.
Yeah,
I lived up in that area, bro. The hate between like the different states, like Pittsburgh, West Virginia, Ohio, those 3 states, dude, hate each other.
Hmm.
When it comes to football, bro, they're so dead serious about it. Like if you're an Ohio State fan and you're in like West Virginia, so bad,
yeah,
dude.
you're fucked.
Yeah, it's so
basically.
bad. But yeah, that was a solid one. Kenneth Grant, D tackle, Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't know about this pick because yeah, D tackle is like one of our sort of needs, but it's not one of our big needs. We needed an offensive lineman, or I wanted Will Johnson, corner, because obviously with Ramsey probably going, that's who I
Yeah.
wanted, and we passed on him twice because in
Yeah.
the second round we did trade up to get a lineman, Jonah. He's a Samoan. I can't say his last name.
Yeah.
But we got rid of our 3rd round pick, which kind of ruined our chance for corner there.
Yeah.
And we just took like a few corners in like the 6th, 7th round, which I don't know.
Dolphins' future is just very murky.
I don't like the pick. We could have had someone else better than Kenneth Grant. He's a good player. I don't know if he's gonna fit into our defense. You know.
I think this next pick, Tyler Warren at 14, I think that was solid as hell
Yeah.
for the Colts.
That was
they needed
that
it.
was the Colts like exact pick, and
And-
they got it.
I'll take Colson Loveland over Tyler Warren just because of the age difference. Like Tyler Warren's 24, Colson Loveland's just turned 21. So I'll take that. Tyler Warren's a little bit older. I think he's going into a team that is really in heavy need for a tight end because they had what was that guy's name? Was it Jelani Woods?
For like the last few seasons.
Mo Ali Cox.
Mo Ali Cox,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
who it was. Yeah.
No. I feel like Colts usually have like pretty serviceable
Yeah,
tight ends. You know, when they're like really, really solid.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mo Ali
So,
Cox
we'll see.
didn't even play college football. He played basketball.
Yeah. What was that? I remember the Colts had like this one tight end.
I
that was,
remember.
like,
I know his last name
he
is
was, like,
Clark or something.
Are you talking about Ryan Clark?
Yeah,
Number 44? Yeah, Ryan Clark was a dog. That was when Peyton Manning was there.
yeah.
Number 15, Jalen Walker goes to the Falcons. I think the Falcons had a solid draft, dude.
Yeah.
I think they were
Really?
really good.
You think they did?
I honestly think that the Falcons made some good moves this draft.
I don't know. I didn't like them like trading back up into the first round. I thought this pick was okay.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I mean, also a Saints fan, so I can't really like what they do. But,
That's fair.
but still.
Number 16, Walter Nolan goes to the Cardinals. Can't really say much on it. Don't know the guy that well.
Yeah.
I mean, Cardinals needed help in both sides of the trenches, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have
But
a
Cardinals just
small man.
I just don't really get what the Cardinals really even want to do, honestly, for their future.
That's
they're
what
just-
just teams
it's like-
that's also murky.
They're just in like
They're just will probably
they're
be
just mid.
either bad or just they'll be max 8-9, 9-8.
it's just like how far can Kyler Murray really take this team? He was #1 pick 2019, and it's like, what has he done? He's done besides throw a ridiculous pick 6 in his one playoff appearance.
Yeah.
It
Right.
was bad.
Bengals at 17 go Shamar Stewart. Solid pick. I like Shamar.
Bengals need help
Yeah, they do.
defensively.
Especially on defense.
Mhm.
And I think they're going to be moving on from Trey Hendrickson this offseason.
We'll see. I
He's
hope
been on
they
the trade
don't.
block for a while.
I hope
now.
they don't. I hope they don't.
He's good.
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson is.
Oh, and Sam Hubbard retired too. So
Really?
this is
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Hubbard was pretty bad last year.
Yeah,
he
but
wasn't great. The year
yeah.
before he was really good though.
It's still veteran
But
presence.
you
for
know,
losing.
Bengals need help like everywhere on defense. So I'm interested to see what happens with this team this year. Offensively, they'll be fine. I think Chase Brown's. I think he's a solid back.
He's serviceable.
Yeah, he's
good.
solid. O-line, obviously, they drafted some O-linemen in some of the like mid rounds, so we'll see how they do there. But
Yeah.
I just want the Bengals to be back to competing in the AFC.
Yeah.
It's more it's more fun when Brady's
Yeah.
there in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You know,
he's solid.
I don't want to see Pittsburgh, bro,
No.
because they're just
Nobody
gonna be
does.
first round exits every time, and they're just boring to watch.
Actually, bro, there's such a waste of a spot in the playoffs last year.
Number 18, Seahawks picked Grace Abel. I think the Seahawks also had a really, really good draft. I think getting Jalen Milroe in the 3rd round is a steal.
That was a very solid pick in my opinion.
Yeah.
Super solid, dude. My buddy's a Seahawks fan, and when he drafted him, I'm like, bro, you just got a dog. Like,
He
that's
has
a good
so
player.
much high upside to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, dude,
He needs a
he
little
has-
time to develop.
he has a rocket arm. He's fast. Like, he has development. He's going to sit behind Sam Darnold, which is going to suck because Sam Darnold's probably not going to play good this year.
You don't think so?
No,
You
I
don't
think
have-
he'll.
I think he was a 1-year wonder.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to be completely honest. I think it was
Like,
like
he was playing with the best wide receiver in football.
yeah. And like a solid O-line.
And now he just has JSN.
Yeah.
And he had a pretty good offensive line too last year.
Yeah, and Seahawks offensive line has always been kind of leaky.
they're really leaky
last little
this
bit,
year.
and that's why they drafted offensive guard
Mhm.
first round. Their tackles aren't terrible. It's
It-
just they're not like elite. I would say
They went with an NDSU guy, bro. NDSU puts out good O-line.
they're okay.
Yeah.
They're okay. Yeah.
But Emeka Ibuka,
I was
too.
surprised. Like the Bucks already have so
Yeah.
much.
Bucks are loading up, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
they have one of the best wide receiver rooms in the league. No doubt about that.
to Bears.
All right.
Yeah, so I think that's a solid pick right there. I remember last year he was being talked about like go number 1 for receiver last year, but I mean, he's solid. He's gonna be good. The next pick, number 20, Jahdae Barron.
I'm surprised you went ahead of Will Johnson.
Well, Johnson's slide didn't really make sense to me.
yeah.
I think it's
honestly.
because of the ACL.
Yeah.
Even still, I mean, it's like I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's a solid pick. Broncos, I don't know why they went DB because they have really, really good corners, but I kind of get it because you want a solid guy to be on the opposite end of PS2 because PS2 is going to be on the best receiver.
Exactly.
So they're going
yeah.
to target that second DB. And he's not a nickel DB. He's an outside guy. He's a man.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a solid pick. I think Pittsburgh at number 21, Derek Harmon. I know a lot of people were questioning
I
this
thought
pick.
this was gonna be
I
shit
thought
over
this
for
was
the
going to be
longest time.
sure there. Yeah.
I think everybody did. I think Derek Harmon is okay. I mean, you're getting ready to fill the slot of who's their D tackle? Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward, yeah.
Yeah.
Hayward had a ridiculous season
Yeah.
last year
He-
for
he's
his
just a dog.
relative to his
And
age.
he's like 35, 30.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
he's old, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, you get a young guy to go like in the rotation with him. That's gonna be solid. Omarion Hampton at number 22. I think this was a great pick.
Great pick
Yeah.
for the Chargers, dude.
Yeah.
Easily.
Omarion is a dog, and I think he slid in this draft, and he shouldn't have, dude. He should have been. He should have
Easily will fill the role from J.K. Dobbins last
Yeah,
year,
I have
without
to
a
go back
doubt.
for J.K. Dobbins.
He had such a great year, and he's not on a team.
Him and Najee are going to be a nasty duo, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have
Chargers
Najee
are gonna be loaded.
for that
The-
short yard.
Yeah, the kill blow. Then
Yeah.
Omarion Hampton is just gonna.
They'll be solid. I
run.
mean, they re-signed Mike Williams back at receiver, but I still don't trust their receiving group though.
No.
Still, honestly.
Yeah, your second wide receiver is 5'7" with Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
Or
Vlad,
I don't know how.
That's good,
tall-
though.
Yeah,
I still don't.
He
I,
is
I,
good, but-
I mean, it's still. I just still don't like Johnston, bro.
No, Quentin
no, he's
Johnston.
fucking terrible.
That was a horrible pick. I think that was horrible. Picking him first round was not good. Next pick, speaking of wide receivers, Matthew Golden goes to the Packers.
This is the
This was a-
first wide receiver by the Packers taken since in the
2002.
first round since 2002.
This was a
I saw the crowd reaction. They were so happy that it finally happened.
because Packers were just like like 5 different wide receiver twos, but no actual.
Yeah, they don't have a
one,
distinguished one.
I think Matthew Golden can be that guy. I think he's going to take a little bit of time to step into that role, but I think he's going in behind some good veterans like Romeo Dubs. Guys who have that good
Go Pack.
playing style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pack.
Go Pack.
Go
times
Pack.
two, bro.
Yep. And then they also just got Jaden Smith.
They
from
did.
Pack as well.
Yeah.
Pack.
Jaden Smith.
He's a dog, bro. I
He
like
is,
Jaden.
he is.
Really good
Yeah.
guy. Really nice dude. So.
But at the same time, Packers receiving room is like low key.
They have
Way too.
Dontavian Wicks. Dontavian Wicks is a dog.
Their receiving room, I don't know. Like I feel like some of those guys,
Like y'all say,
they have too many
it's
people.
Too many wide receiver twos. That
I think Christian Watson has to be first one to go, in my opinion at least.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's been kind of disappointing.
I mean, Jaden
I
Reed,
just can't say how.
Jaden Reed, I think is gonna be their receiver too, in my opinion. I hope Dobbs sticks around because I really do like Dobbs.
Yeah,
But it's like
I was wearing that
between him and
yeah,
Wicks though.
Guardian cap
Hard
at the
because
end.
you have
you know?
Wicks, Dobbs, you have Jaden Reed, you have Christian Watson, and now you have Matthew Golden. Like
Jaden Reed is a step above the other guys.
yeah,
receivers,
I
too.
think so too.
Except when I start him in fantasy football, then he puts up like a 0.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I
whatever.
mean, that's what happens.
Next pick, Donovan Jackson to the Vikings. This makes sense. They need
Yeah.
the guard. Not really much to.
Not really
about
much
it.
else to say after that, honestly.
Cool, bro. Good job.
Protect your quarterback.
Jackson Dart at 25.
Yeah,
I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, I like
I think
it.
so too. I think he'll turn out solid, but we'll have to see. Number 26, Falcons get James Pierce Jr. This guy had character issues. He should have been a top 10 pick if he didn't have character issues.
Yeah.
I know he has like some allegations or something going on right now. That's why he kind of slid. But I think he's going to be solid if he can get his act together.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just going to have to be careful in Atlanta. Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to be
yeah.
completely honest. In Atlanta, you're kind
You're
of surrounded
fucked.
by the drama.
Oh.
And he's one of those guys where, like,
Oh,
some
it's
shit's
a
gonna go down.
perfect fit for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Falcons needed pass rush help terribly. They had like one of the worst pass rushes
Yeah, and
for
they get,
like the last couple of
Yeah.
years.
they get 2 in the first round, so.
I hope both of them don't work out for them, but I hope the players work out
Yeah.
anywhere else besides Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Malachi Stark, safety to the Baltimore Ravens. This
Yeah.
is interesting because
Especially
they got Kyle
after-
Hamilton.
I mean, after what
That's
happened
gonna be a good
Marcus
duo,
Williams,
though, then.
they needed that.
Back there.
Yeah, they'll be solid.
I think he's solid. Tyreek Williams to the Lions.
Cool.
Who? Cool.
I mean, I think it's a solid pick. I mean, Lions need help, like up front. I mean, they also need help in the back.
They just had
They need help
They
in
just
the
had
back.
so many injuries. Like they need the backups.
I don't know.
They need.
I hope Hutchinson comes back relatively okay. 'Cause did you guys see that clip
Dude,
that they posted of him? He like warming up. That looked a little rough.
Yeah, his leg was not moving right, bro. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
completely honest. It didn't look that good.
That's what I mean. So I hope he comes back mostly, full strength. I don't know.
He's probably gonna come back middle to the later end of the season. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's definitely not coming back.
Oh, but he was like, oh, they make the Super Bowl. I'll be there. I'll be there in the Super Bowl if they make it.
Yeah, no, dude, he
was
can
not
barely even run right
up
now.
to that.
Yeah.
Josh Connerly at number 29. This is a solid pick. I think
Yeah.
Josh Connerly should have gone earlier. I think he's one of the more solid tackles in the draft. I know he had a few concerns because he can kind of switch from guard to tackle, but and he did get planted by that Marshall defensive end in the Senior Bowl. So.
Yeah.
Gotta protect JD.
Yep.
That's the most important thing. Especially, I know one of their guards, I believe, against Detroit. They tore their ACL too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna need help. I mean, I know he's O tackle, but
Yeah.
you can still
No,
mix
this guy
and match the
could-
offensive line to make him play guard.
he can also bounce inside. This he's solid. Bills go corner. Maxwell Harrison, solid.
Yeah.
They need it.
They
I don't know.
they didn't.
Bills are just in a very weird spot because it's like they're gonna keep contending for the years, even if their
It's
roster
just
doesn't
the
really
question,
look the most amazing.
can they get over the Chiefs? in
It's
the
it's just so stupid. Like every
It's
single
just the same thing.
year, nothing changes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy about it because I fucking hate the Bills, but still.
I mean, it's like,
Though I hate the Chiefs as much now, but
Yeah.
well, who would you rather if you had to pick one of those two to
No.
win the Super Bowl again?
to win,
Yeah, well, I say again.
yeah, that's.
Sorry, Buffalo.
I'm not sorry about that.
But if you had to pick one of those two to win the Super Bowl next year, if it had to be between those two, who would you rather?
KD.
That's what I mean.
Uh,
It's like
I-
KC
I-
winning
I just
more doesn't
don't-
even matter at this point, in my opinion.
I hate
think it's
Buffalo so
expected.
much. Like they own us, man. Like Josh Allen's my daddy right now. Unfortunately, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Number 31, we saw a trade between Kansas City and the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia moves up to get Jahad Campbell. Steal. This is one of the bigger steals in the draft.
Eagles already have a loaded roster, dude. I hate the Eagles.
I
I
can
do
see him
too.
going back.
It's not even the team. I just don't like Sirianni,
Yeah,
and
he's-
I just don't like your
yeah.
fans, bro.
I played against Sirianni's brother in my conference when I played college
Yeah?
football.
How was
yeah,
it?
he's a dog. He can coach. They've had, I think they had like 13 winning seasons in a row. They made the playoffs like 12 of those 13 years.
God damn.
Or some shit. Yeah. Like, they're good. That Sirianni family can coach. But I think this is a solid pick. I think they're gonna.
Eagles are going to be contending again next year because they just fleece everyone, but they always fleece the Saints somehow, and it's so stupid. Like, I hate that. Just don't trade with the Eagles. Like, just don't do it because you're going to lose like every time.
Hey,
because look at Bond. He was.
That's what I mean. Dude, Zach Bond was really sitting on the bench for 4 years. 4 years. First game in Philadelphia, bro's
offensive all-pro.
Ridiculous.
He just got the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Zach Bond just got paid.
Bro, this is why my team's poverty, bro.
Yeah. The last pick in the first round, the Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons.
I saw it.
Chiefs.
We all saw this coming after that last
they got
Super Bowl.
Cooked, dude.
Predicted it.
Yeah. And they got rid of Joe Thuney to the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think Kansas City locks up that division.
Well, there's not
easily. I feel like it's just no matter what at this point.
It's like until I see with my eyes that another team does it, they're just
because everyone hypes up the Chargers every damn offseason.
Yeah.
And then they just always blow it every single time.
Yeah.
Raiders are just going to be at best mid this year. Broncos.
I can see the Broncos grasping a little bit.
Yeah,
they're still hit or
miss. I would agree with that.
I think Bo Nix I feel like Bo Nix is the kind of guy to have like a
sophomore
slump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
Do you guys want to go into your guys' early picks for, division winners and then maybe...
I think we're all going to pick our own teams.
well, like, I mean...
honestly, the AFC East is going to be Buffalo.
Yeah, I feel like it just has to be.
We're going to be second, like usual. Honestly, I can see the Patriots going up there.
You think so? I think Patriots will be more competitive this year.
I think we're going to be second in the division, but I don't know, man. I think we're going to be 9-8.
You think so?
I think we're going to be 9-8 and miss the playoffs again.
Just middling?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're all in agreement. Just Buffalo out of the AFC East.
Yeah.
AFC North, I don't know, though.
I think that's tough between Baltimore and Cincy.
I think I'm going to go
Baltimore.
But it's probably going to end up being Baltimore again because freaking Zach Taylor is just like, I don't even know. And then with like how unlucky they were in like both of those games against Baltimore.
Yeah, that's
so stupid.
That's just Joe Burrow can put up 100 points and then the Ravens will magically have 101 points.
So I think Baltimore too. Obviously KC is low-key a lot.
South is probably gonna be
Houston again.
Yep.
And that's what I mean. AFC is just kind of boring.
Yeah.
NFC is
and the NFC East is gonna be interesting with the Commanders and Eagles.
Eagles are gonna win it, bro.
Yeah.
Eagles are gonna win it. Unfortunately, again, in my opinion.
I don't know, dude.
So? I mean, NFC East has also never had
back to back. That's true.
Winners of we don't know.
Yeah, I think the commies.
Watch out for them Dallas Cowboys with that price.
Dude, you have faith in Dallas?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think anybody has faith in Dallas at this point.
I think this is probably the one year that that streak does. And honestly, I really do like Washington. I just still don't think they have the firepower to keep up, especially on the defensive side. We saw this in the conference championship game against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So I don't really have faith. And Saquon is still Saquon behind the offensive line. And until someone can actually put an actual effective, game plan to stop like the tush push and Barkley, I don't see anyone stopping the Eagles in the NFC East this year. NFC North though, that's an interesting one though.
I honest to God, I'm saying this as a Bears fan, but I think you guys are going to see it. I think the Bears are going to take a huge step this year and either be in the second or the first spot.
I think the Lions are still going to win the division, though.
It'll be tight. It will be tight. It's going to be like week 18. Week 18.
Yeah,
it's all going to come down to that again.
It's going to come down because all four of those teams are good.
I think Packers.
I think so too.
I think the Vikings are going to be last in the
Vikings
division.
Are going to regress.
I think they're definitely going to be last in the division.
McCarthy's starting. He's basically a rookie.
Yeah,
at this point,
he is a rookie.
So it's like he's still an unknown in the NFL. So I don't really know what to expect out of him.
Dude, when he was at Michigan, his passing attack was not great. And you have don't get me wrong, you have great receivers, but if you're not having good passing attack with that Michigan team, they won a national championship, but they relied heavily on Blake Corum, hardcore. That entire season was a lot of Blake Corum just running the ball.
That kind of reminds me of the Dolphins because we have Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, fastest guys, but when Tua was not playing, we looked like the worst team in the fucking.
You guys had to hand it off to Achan and Monster, right?
Yeah, we were literally the worst team in the NFL without Tua playing on offense.
So I don't know. I think JJ McCarthy is gonna have a hard time his first year.
Yeah.
So you think Vikings last place?
Vikings last place.
I'm gonna say Lions, Bears, Packers, Vikings.
I agree with that.
I would say I agree with it. You know, we said this now. The Vikings are gonna win like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that, or the Bears or the Packers flipping.
Yeah, I think Bears and Packers are. I mean, I have a hard time seeing Lions getting upset in that division.
Yeah.
I think
Right
it's just
now,
hard because you lose your OC and your DC.
I mean,
We'll see.
their roster at its core is still very solid, so I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
NFC West though, because last year
What's
it
gonna
was
happen
the
with
Rams.
San Fran? I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Dude, that's
Did they do enough to retool this team? I don't think they really.
I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, bro, that's
gonna be
Loki a
completely-
crazy
that
take.
with Sam Darnold.
That is
I'm gonna
a
be
crazy
I'm gonna be
take.
completely honest. I think the Seahawks are gonna take a huge step. Like a
After
really
trading
step.
DK,
Yeah, I think so.
JSN must have
just like
1,800 yards
JSN is
receiving.
great, but it's just JSN
Yeah.
basically, dude.
I mean, they drafted somebody, right? I think so.
They
had a
did,
good
but it's like,
But I don't know his name, but
let's see.
honestly, I think the Rams are gonna take it again.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's just what I see. Stafford is still Stafford. He can still sling it. You still have Puka.
Rams are
they
going to
got-
be competitive.
They got Torrey Horton.
Oh,
yeah, Torrey
shoot! Yeah,
Horton's
they
good.
did.
And
they did.
they got a tight end as well. And then
I'm still taking the Rams.
they picked up a fullback in the 5th round. Okay. All right.
I don't know. I mean,
And they got a good running back in the
Yeah.
draft. They got
obviously not Arizona, bro.
Yeah,
Arizona's not in
it,
the
it won't.
push.
It won't matter.
Let's be honest. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see like a 14-win team come out of this
No, it's
division.
probably gonna be
like that
10,
10-11
win.
range. Again, I think it's always more fun when San Francisco's in the playoffs.
That's
I think
true.
it is. I mean, I hate.
Because they always make games.
It's fun to hate them.
entertaining.
It's fun to hate them.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fair. I don't know.
NFC South though.
NFC South.
That's a literal
Panthers.
toss-up.
Panthers.
The Panthers
No.
are gonna look a lot better this year.
Yeah, but they're not winning
They're-
that division, bro.
No.
Let's be honest. It's
I-
not
I-
going to be Atlanta.
it's gonna be.
It's not going to be the Saints,
It's
bro.
gonna be
It's going to be
Tampa.
Tampa Bay again, because apparently they're the only team in that division who actually knows how to draft properly.
Yeah.
Apparently now,
Right.
which is so stupid
their
because they were literally
offense
bottom of the barrel for
Getting better and better every
Baker's
single
good,
year.
bro.
yeah.
Let Baker bake.
Yeah, Bucky
Bake.
Irving, Rashad White, doublehead backfield.
Bucky Irving is amazing, bro.
Dude,
He is a great back. He is a
he's a
great back
dog.
altogether.
Sean Tucker, third running back too.
Mike
He
Evans
could
is-
give you like
Ooh. Mike
30
Evans,
fantasy points.
Chris
in, like, 1 week.
Godwin, and bro, 3 great receivers for Tampa. I still think Mike Evans is low-key overrated, in my opinion.
I don't. I think he's
Well,
good. He's had 1,000 yards.
if
every
he-
Yeah,
if
but
has
the amount of
1,000
times he's had like these fraudulent 1,000-yard seasons where he just barely gets 1,000 yards just to get it.
He's still doing it though.
I mean, I don't know.
Still do it.
I
You're
don't know,
just
but-
hating, bro.
I don't
That's
know.
the Saints.
I think it's looking
Like
fraudulent.
hater.
I think it's fraudulent, but it's whatever.
Bro just hates seeing other teams in Division 2. No, I'm like that with Josh Allen. I fucking hate that dude.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. We've been the Inside the Pocket podcast. James, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for joining me. I'm James, but
Yeah.
you can take that role as well.
We got James Squared on.
It was
James
great.
Squared.
It was great being here, talking ball. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the other podcasts I do, I'm low-key just yapping. So I mean, I was also yapping in this one, but
yeah,
more educated yapping.
more educated yapping.
real yapping.
All right, guys.
Man.
Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to go check out our other podcasts, like our mock draft one that we did. It's a video podcast.
Yeah, you guys can see how inaccurate our results were in that draft after
Yep.
the first 4 picks.
Yep.
Definitely check that out.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening.